Smile, Lisa.
Bullseye. Guess you could say I'm a magnet for stains. And each one meant money down the drain.
Oh, baby. Kasey.
For less.
You know where your plain calamine lotion for itches or poison ivy are easy to spot. The California Clear not only looks better to stop the itch, but it's clear. But no one will ever spot you. Try Caladrill Clear.
Some juice drink.
In France, a doctor is on trial for giving people AIDS-tainted blood.
You wind it back to where it starts.
Other back in this country, the Supreme Court says that Kasey's rights protect those who commit
Can't see her.
Huh?
tails.
Did you wind it back to
Erica. Hi.
Say hi to Grandma. Say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Kasey. Hi, baby.
She waits. Say hi.
Got the plug in her mouth.
I can't. I have something big in my mouth. I'm pulling it out.
Prescott Wilson. One bottom. Last time you made it public.
Oh, we haven't. He struck dead. Come on, Jesse. You can invite all your high school playmates. Don't tell me they won't be impressed attending a party full of college boys. Wow. And carpe diem. Seize the day. Or at least seize Alex Whitman. What do you know about Alex Whitman? Well, I know that she's in your chemistry class. And I have it in
This is Cassandra.
Alex Whitman thinks I'm sexy. And I asked Veronica to bring her over tonight. Just a few people. And the furniture stays put. Whatever.
You have the date on this camera?
E is coming up. The battery is charging, huh?
Yeah, how much scale you got left?
What's that? Film?
Yeah, you're running it right now.
Hi, Kasey. Hi, Grandpa. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi there. Hi there. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, Kasey.
Get a laugh out of her?
No, not quite. Almost. Close.
Summer Sanders. One to watch at the Olympics on NBC.
Hi, Kasey. Oh, there we go. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, what's your stand-up? She's such a big girl. She's 4 months old. My goodness. Oh, boy. Oh, she stands up good. Oh. There we go. Whoop-de-doo.
You want to sit down? Or beats like ice.
Hi, Kasey. Oh, this girl wants up.
I'm dead thinking orange.
Did you get her?
Yeah.
Hello? The party is not still going on.
Well, it's up.
Wake up now, car, courtroom. A car, an automobile, Honda Civic hatchback to be exact, 1976, I believe.
Hi, Kasey.
In the courtyard.
Hi, honey.
God.
Hi. Oh.
Hello?
Oh.
Hi, Mike. No, she got off the phone. She's in the bathroom. Fine. What do you think? Sort of like a bedtime ritual with us.
I don't know.
Oh, I love those stories. And waking up Christmas morning and there was Zippy.
You want to laugh some?
Feel that nappy after. Remember, I used to carry Zippy around so much
Hey.
his fur started coming off in patches.
Kasey. Kasey. Look at the camera. See cheese. Hey, Kasey.
I can't even see her in this. I don't know if it must be too light.
That's what happened. You stick your fingers down your throat.
Absolutely want to go part of the hunting experience. Would you respect that?
Yes, I would. I think the rest of us would too. I want to make one comment.
Let me get a picture of Grandma.
My daughter.
This is not showing.
Is it? At all?
I think it's.
501
jeans and girls Levi's
Yeah,
550
or
jeans.
something no! Don't follow me.
Many of the other items that you'll also find at tonight.
Follow the baby.
The values are always terrific. Right to comfortable cases.
Are you
It's
silly?
so convenient, you can
Are
even
you
shop on your
silly?
lunch hour.
Yeah.
So, Midweek Bazaar, every Tuesday and Wednesday in Rosedale.
Grandma, stop that.
Make her laugh.
Scientists in California are battling the
Oh,
Those
yeah.
things are in the way.
just about anything. We'll have a report on efforts to eradicate it. Democratic presidential candidate Bill Clinton and running mate Al Gore continue their bus trek.
Oh.
National healthcare
Hey,
plan.
Casey.
And word from the International
Casey.
AIDS Conference underway in Amsterdam. Join us at the
Look at the blanket. Cross your face. Cross your face. Hey, Casey.
NBC, New York, 10112.
Casey.
There must be another way for fathers and sons and daughters to show love and be close to them.
Yeah, but is it your feeling that this kind of
Oh, I'm getting so bad.
Casey.
generally influenced our society?
I think it translates into
Hello, cameras.
caring.
Casey.
Yes, in a lack of reverence.
Casey,
I
laugh.
think it does translate
Dumbbell, you were laughing before.
Casey.
fine young men are going to be innocent.
Getting those
But I
fat
think we have
legs.
to move beyond it. It's 1988. We're not
Getting those fat legs on you.
It's so funny.
Have a little plastic dot on
Yeah.
Cough better.
So they're little Rambos running around. They
I can't cough.
change when they have this plastic dot. That are running around with the guns, imitating TV, or are they learning hunting? Responsible hunting.
Okay.
A responsible child is not going to point the gun, even a toy gun, at someone.
Yeah, you're just so cute. You like that? Stop! Stop! Move it! The what? The what? I can't go to sleep because I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum. Hey you, what are you doing? You're gonna fall down.
Hi, Casey.
Hi.
Hi, Casey. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Hi.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I don't know if she got the shoes or not. She's saying for
You got new shoes. Show her feet. Hi, baby. Hi.
She puts a leg lock. She locks herself. That kid's double jointed. She's double jointed.
Hi, big girl. Hi. Oh, you
This
look
is
so
a
cute.
1 year outfit.
So cute with your outfit.
You're very tall.
And I tried to put on a 9-month-old outfit just like this. And it wouldn't fit. The legs. The legs would not fit. Are my sandals here?
Is that the new one you had before?
No.
You do that to me every time.
Huh?
I think I'm
For Utah.
Laura's making me some cookies, and I come in and made her nervous. And then she'll never make me some cookies again.
Yeah, Lisa, you missed something. You really missed something, Lisa. Poor girl was trying to make something.
backwards.
Tom Sullivan is away today on business, so we'll have a look at today's business.
You do it.
Well, here we are in Springfield.
Ta-da!
We're here in Springfield, Oregon, which I explained to Earlene where we were at, where we were, there ain't no at, was Eugene. And I was explaining it all to her. And we were in Eugene when the girl walked up and said, no, you're in Springfield.
Portland.
Huh?
Portland.
Springfield.
Portland, Oregon. We thought it was in Portland.
No, I thought we was in Eugene.
Oh, okay, Eugene.
And this is our bedroom here. And over here is our living room. And we have our telephone here. And, oh, we even have a telephone over there. Telephone over here. And a lamp over there. And we have some mountains out there in the front. And we have our television over here. And over here is the kitchen table. And over here we have a refrigerator, and cabinets, and a stove, and a microwave, and we have everything here. Even a bathroom. Even a bathroom and a hallway. How often do you get a hallway? But anyway, it looks like it's set up pretty good here for the night. So we're going to kick back and drink some Coke and eat some popcorn and watch a little television. And Earlene's over here fixing dinner. Earlene's fixing dinner for us. We're going to have Fig Newtons and Ritz crackers. We're somewhere between Castle Rock and Tacoma, and I don't know where we are. It's about a 2-hour drive to Seattle from here, I hear. That's what they tell us. So we stopped to learn how to walk again.
Because we are tired and it's so pretty in Washington.
They don't look right.
It doesn't, does it?
I guess it's all right.
And I'm having fun, and I'm enjoying the trip, and I'm glad I came. And I love Washington, and I love Oregon.
And so we're going to move.
And so we're ready to move to Washington or Oregon, either one. This is God's country.
And there's a close-up.
Oh no.
And right over there is a sign that says pet area. So that's where I'm fixing to take Earlene, is over to the pet area.
Okay, let's go over to the pet area.
You want to go to the pet place? So you can see all the trees around here. Oh, it's nice and green around here. And pretty. And there's Earlene getting in the car because her purse is in there. And we have noticed that they make some real nice rest. There it is.
There it is. Hello. We are in the Holiday Inn. We're in Seattle, Washington. We're way up high, 23 floors up. My ears are stopped up. And look out the window at the little bitty cars. Busy, busy. We just got out of all that traffic and I'm glad.
Well, we got a pretty good view up here. Some of the buildings here. They're right here close by. And then there's some down here that's below us too. We're kind of up past some of these buildings. And those little old cars down there. We'll just run down there and take a look at them. Ah. Wow. It goes right out to infinity or someplace. Well, I don't understand why it's not in focus. I must be doing something wrong. Well, I was gonna do something here, but I guess I'm not. Can't focus the thing in.
Do you want to go down and get your stuff up so we can have something to drink?
We're gonna have to figure out how to work this thing. Oh, well, that works a little better that way. Huh. Get it in focus at a distance. And this is Station 2. Right over there, you put a bag down right there, and you put another one right on the other side of that wall, and there's one right over there under that bush. And then he's come back and sit down to wait.
Better tell him. Tell what it is.
Oh, the buildings that are out there away from us. Oh, I think it'll look better like this probably on a... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a lot better.
What?
Well, I ran it out on a wide angle. Oh, yeah. See all the lights of Seattle here. Of course, we're looking south, and that's supposed to be the highest building on the West Coast. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what one of the guys said. And there's a Stoffel Hotel over there across from us. And there's I-5 going south.
And there's the moon there.
Oh yeah, we got a moon up here too, full moon. And we got a pretty good view here of the skyline and all that. And I don't know what that building over there is. I don't know what that is. That must be a church or something. We'll have to find out, I guess. And there's the Presbyterian Church right there across the freeway. And right down here is a little woods, and there's a guy who's sitting. Well, he was sitting down there.
The light went out again.
I don't know. I don't see him. I think he might have took his stuff and left.
No, he's still there, I think. The light went out. Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
There's the freeway. You got the freeway?
Yeah, we got the freeway.
There's an airplane up there.
Yeah, that's the freeway. Going out I-5. There's just all kinds of things to see here. But the really impressive one to me is this one right here with all the light shining on the sides of it. Last night there was a bunch of light shining even down here a little lower, but...
And we're on the 23rd floor.
Yeah,
up.
this is the 23rd floor.
23.
You can see the lights flashing back over there in the distance. Well, I don't think we can get close enough out there to see what's all going on. I thought that we might be interested in a new job that I was thinking about having Earlene to apply for. If you'll notice over here, right up there, there's a couple points sticking out right there on the top of that building. And if you can see it, there's some cables on that. And if you come right on down the building here, you'll come to a place here where some people are working. And they're in that little box washing windows. And I thought that Earlene might be interested in something like that, and I'm going to see if I can find her a job. But anyway, I don't think there's any place you can get off of that rig except right down there and right up there. So anyway, we're going to check into that and see what we can do. And they don't look like much from here to the regular eye.
Did a really fine job remodeling. This is compared to our old facility. This is it's so much easier for folks to work in. Got some windows. And, it's open and airy. We dispatch minimum 4, like we talked about. I think technically we've probably talked about most of the issues here. The big monitors were built for us by NEC.
Those are great.
They're originally we had 2 kind of off-the-shelf big TV monitors, and they weren't adequate, so we had to put these together for us. Really nice compliant.
And you do fire only?
Fire and EMS. Both out of this room, yeah.
What about local government? Do you have to do that?
Local government?
Okay, meaning 9 years of fire. And then we combine it with that 911. And the fire is in the same center, so that's what we're working with now. And as a fire dispatcher, became part of the police department. Now I'm cross-trained. Leave it that way. But it looks like what they're doing now is it looks like the fire department might be combining with county fire. See, I'm not in on all the know of what's going on. My my manager just told me yesterday that it looks like the fire department will be being pulled out of the police department, which I thought should have been done a long time ago, but that's another story. But anyway, our fire department police, they're in different areas of the same room. And our fire dispatchers, they're what we call dedicated fire dispatchers. Because when we first came into the facility, you were bouncing around 3 different areas: complaint desk, police radio, and fire. And I pushed as best I could to dedicate them. Let fire dispatchers be fire dispatchers and police dispatchers be police dispatchers. It looks like fire department. I know a lot of agencies are not that way now. It's separate.
I don't know how these people could keep up on the things they have to do and then become police dispatchers too. I don't know. Personally, I don't see it.
Well, we use 2 different sets of codes for one thing, and it's still frustrating, I know, to farmer field.
And that's our...
I'm just trying to see where I was last night.
The monitors, if you put the whole city on the monitor, you can't read street names. And that's just a function of the size of it. Even as big as they are, you can't do it. And I'm just kind of I like things basic. That's why I like the math. It's in there. And it takes you through similar questions. And in that sense, there is a little bit of conflict. Sometimes they'll appear to ask the same questions, or else they'll go over there and take a few seconds to tap through and get to their place in the hymnal. Patient is. Well, let me back up here and go to our incident mask, and I'll just type in our address. Get back into the triage here. Chest pain, the patient's conscious and awake, yes. Breathing normally, will know. Takes you back to that's your decision point, and it takes you back, fills in your type code. You're ready to go. Chest pain is real easy because it's simple, but if you get into some of the more complicated ones, then you're asking, like I mentioned, you're starting to ask questions that... Conscious and awake?
Yes.
Breathing normally?
Yes.
Age? Level of consciousness different than normal?
No.
Headache, no history with sudden onset. Worst pain ever. Why do you wrote this? Is this the worst headache you ever had?
Okay, but yes.
Okay.
I just did an investigation on one like that, and it was interesting to see what the dispatcher did with it. But you could probably override it if you had to.
Yes.
But the thing is it has to be determined. We save ours 3. But I think they're talking about longer, because I've done investigations where I can...
Probably a month ago, we wanted information from a call that was a good 2 years old.
Yeah, well, our
Can do.
24-hour tapes we keep for at least 6 months, but these we normally don't pronounce. But like I said, I'm in a position where I have to do investigations, and it puts me in a tight spot and find something. So. I don't photograph well.
We record 60 channel.
Okay.
That's why we have to have the big 1-inch tape.
Okay, ours is a 20 channel. And we have a 20 channel for fire and a 20 channel for PD. But we're talking about increasing it. So you have a backup.
We have 2. We keep our backup for a week, and we keep our map.
That is priceless. I love that.
Yeah, I like that phone too.
For those of us that have been around for a while, you know, we brings back memories.
But this business right here we're using today in our Comstock van. The T board very similar to that. Manual status keeping. Yeah, this is great. This may end up in some training films.
This is the fire station.
Needle. Probably should have been on the other side though.
I can't. There's the needle kind of crooked. I come in the car. It's hard to take this picture. But we're going to be in there in a minute, I think. Here's the bottom of the Space Needle. We can't get it all in this car.
Hello, Ma. Okay.
And there's the Space Needle up there. And we're getting ready to go in.
Huh?
What's the turning green dome?
Down
We
there.
went in the boat all the way around there.
Huh?
Yeah, in the boat yesterday. We went all the way out there and around.
Where's the center house?
I think it's on the other side.
I think here we might be looking up to the north.
But you want to get mine with this? Mine with this.
I wonder what that is over there. I wonder what that building is way out there.
And there's the freeway. Come on, it looks like a freeway. Big road.
It's up into the trails.
We went in a yacht around that.
I only got one quarter, so it takes two. Can't hook. I don't have another quarter. I need two quarters.
On est un petit peu plus loin là, il y a les trucs électriques, il y a... On le refait en bas. Là, on en gauche, viens, tu vas voir.
There's our room. Tall buildings.
East. Looking east from the space station. Which one's ours?
It's down a little bit from the tallest one, and to the left of the fancy top one.
You see it? Which one it is?
No.
Oh, it's that one with the white stripes going down it.
Yeah, that looks like it, yeah.
Well, we'll call it that one, and then we'll know when we get back. But I think that's a Holiday Inn, Crown Plaza Holiday Inn right there. I believe that's it.
Yeah, kind of makes you a little bit.
There's the big one there. This is looking out to the north, and this is looking out to the east. And that's where we came in the yacht last night.
Okay, this is going to be happening. You won't believe it. So if you look at the slide here, military campus, you can see the white cameras and have to stick all the way through.
That's what I thought for it.
That's where we're going to go tomorrow. Yeah, right on the top. That's how high it is. That's where we take And Vicky!
You got tanks down below.
Oh, yeah. It's a big building. Oh, yeah.
Huh? I'd like to have some amateur movies made.
I'll just take it over here and let's see That's plenty of that.
Makes it look close again, you know.
Hold your hand out there.
What?
Yeah, you gotta move. This is a moving picture.
This is right.
Right there on the roof.
What roof?
Right down there.
Oh, is that the hospital? That's where we saw it land, I bet. Huh? Oh, that's what it was. Oh, I know. A lot of ambulances down there.
Where's that? There's the monorail going right around there and all the way back into downtown Seattle. Yeah, that black building there's one. That's the one we were in.
What? What was that? I believe it is. It's okay. Sorry.
I thought we'd been in there. Shake hands with that dude.
I don't know what it is.
Huh?
I don't know what it is.
That's old Ivar. Really the way to live. This is Seattle station number 2, I think, but it's got boat number 4, engine 4. And this is the boat that Mac and I took a tour of the other day. And there's the old fireboat over there. And they claim that this one here is faster than a speedboat. See it from here. Look. Huh?
Probably that again.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, get a picture of there. And that's the fire station, right up there. 2:37 in the morning. Heading south to Portland.
8:15.
Take an underpass here, you don't want that. Maybe you do want that. I forgot the name of this place. Didn't I? Huh?
It's cold out here.
In here? Yes.
All that combination there.
And there's Earlene, and she don't even know how to take a picture. Did I surprise you?
Yeah, surprise me. Sand is there.
Huh?
The grass, the green stuff on both sides of it.
Yeah. A lot of
Looks like
sand.
the sand would be by the beach instead of there, huh?
A lot of sand, huh? This is something to see.
Let me get yours this time.
There's the seagulls.
Yes. Hello, Curtis. This is a happy day.
That's good. That's enough.
1,500. I can't. It just boggles my mind.
I can't go back far now.
There's a root. But this is one of its roots, you think?
That is a big tree. Go over there.
You think this is one of its roots?
Might be.
Old tree?
That's a big old tree.
Come on.
Where are we going now?
Old tree.
Where are you taking me? This is the big tree.
That's just beyond me.
Huh?
All the names put in here. Hard, huh?
What?
Hard as a rock. Hard as Johnny. Want to put your name in it?
This is a branch from this tree. I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness.
This is a branch that fell off of that tree.
A
branch?
Oh. Gee, it's hard, huh?
This is more than a branch. It's part of the top. Part of the multiple tops. The tree's pretty good size at the top too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Man, oh man. Pretty nice piece of wood too.
Another piece of that tree, that 1,500-year-old tree.
I guess it's yeah, that and this both, I think. Big tree.
1,500 years. I'm stalking you.
Huh?
I'm stalking you.
I'm sure that whoever the Republican nominee...
First, doctors thought David Patterson had hepatitis. Turned out to be a lab error. After 7 years of waiting for a kidney, Renata found in her father a perfect match. If all goes well, Renata will be able to live like a normal kid. Her dad will know for once in her life, he made a difference. David Gregory, Channel 3 reports.
As for Renata's father, as soon as he is recovered, he will go back to Folsom to serve out his burglary sentence. He's scheduled to be released next year. Alicia?
Sam, the Hollywood actor best known to a generation as Dr. Ben Kasey has died. Vince Edwards passed away from pancreatic cancer. Edwards starred as the handsome, brooding doctor from 1961 to 66.
Time is precious, and you're wasting mine and yours by acting like a scaredy cat kid.
A close friend says the 67-year-old Edwards had been hospitalized for about 10 days before his death. Vince Edwards is survived by his wife, 3 daughters, and a twin brother. A private funeral was held today for George Burns. Burns died last weekend at the age of 100. Today's funeral was very simple and very private. No big-name stars, no media blitz, just 70 people, close friends and family, including Burns' son, daughter, 7 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. Burns was laid to rest in a crypt beside his late wife, Gracie Allen. A larger memorial service for show business friends will be held in about a month.
The photographer charged with the death of Southern California model Linda Sobek told the court today he's not guilty. Charles Rathbun entered the plea to charges he sexually assaulted and murdered Sobek. Rathbun has admitted to killing the model during a photo shoot, but he claims it was an accident. He then led authorities to her body. But a judge has ruled police cannot use his confession because Rathbun was not given an attorney even though he asked for one. Rathbun is being held without bail. He'll be back in court in mid-May. A high-profile murder trial involving a rapper and a community activist got underway in Sacramento today with opening arguments. Maurice Proctor and jailhouse rapper Honore Brown was charged with shooting activist Patricia Harris to death in her own home. The night of the murder, 5 teens knocked in Harris's door, one yelling, "Police task force." One of them cut a deal with police and is now working with the prosecution, saying the killing was
discussed
planned.
in detail, this is a quote, that they would kill anything that moved.
Both Proctor and Brown have pleaded not guilty. Proctor saying he wasn't even there. Brown saying he was there, but he never meant to kill anyone. The trial continues tomorrow. Tonight will be the first night behind bars for a young Valley woman convicted of abandoning her newborn baby. 20-year-old Janine Jackson surrendered to Stanislaus County Jail today to serve her sentence. Jackson abandoned her baby along a canal bank last December. A rancher and his dog found the baby lying in the field. Jackson fought to avoid jail, but a judge insisted she serve time, and tonight she's under a suicide watch.
There'll be a deputy sheriff, uniformed deputy sheriff, actually sitting in front of her cell 24 hours a day for the first 3 days. We'll reevaluate her daily with our classification staff.
Jackson will be released April 14th. She must then complete community service. For now, Jackson's parents have custody of her baby named Crystal Ann.
The calendar may say 8 days till spring, but the weather outside says we're still in winter's grip. Showers pelted the valley all day, while in the Sierra, more snow and lots of it. Channel 3's Mike Boyd joins us now live from Soda Springs, where about a foot of new snow has fallen today. Mike.
Absolutely, Alicia. It snowed here for most of the day, but snow flurries, not any heavy storm. Winds, thankfully, were on the light side for much of the day. And except for the fact that it was gray and foggy up here, it was great for motorists and snow enthusiasts. By early morning, chain controls were in effect over Interstate 80 at Kingdale, elevation 6,500 feet. There wasn't a lot of snow, but there was black ice. Most of those chaining up took the conditions in stride.
What do I hope for the weather? Well, like anybody else, I hope the, weather gets better, but, this is no big thing.
By noon, the weather had improved, only light winds, with temperatures in the mid-30s. While main highways were clear, back roads were not. Serene Lakes is a summer-winter resort area. Only a foot of snow had fallen overnight. Rich Saucer plows up to 200 driveways under contract.
We got a couple other guys that'll come out. I'm only out here by myself on the weekdays. Come Friday or the weekends when there's more people, we got more equipment.
Ski areas were moderately busy. Capacity at Donner Ski Ranch is 1,500. About 500 people were here.
Spent some quality time sliding down the hill on my face. I know the snow 1 foot under better than anybody else.
Powder's quite heavy on the ground, so it's kind of making it hard to turn. But other than that, it's going good. That's all there is to it, huh?
What kind of year has it been for the ski resorts? Don Bordick has been checking around.
Most resorts right now, I would tend to think numbers are behind last year. And we're about 80% of what we did last year at this time.
No major accidents to report on Interstate 80 or on Donner Summit tonight. The freeways are clear, no chain controls. We may get a few snow flurries tonight, and the temperatures are going down, probably right now in the high 20s. But everyone up here is hoping for a neat day tomorrow. Back to you.
It looks like it will be with the sunshine as Shelley is forecasting beautiful skiing conditions.
Hey, Mike, you're going to stay nice and warm with that hat on tonight.
Thanks, Sam. I'll bring it back to you.
Good. Thanks a lot.
If you're lucky, maybe he'll let you borrow it.
Oh, I want that baby, sure. Shelley's going to be up in about 10 minutes with our forecast, and it does include some changes.
A satellite that's been out of control for years has finally fallen to Earth. We're going to show you where it likely splashed down.
Might sound like birds, but that's really the sound of science, put to work to help a dwindling breed of bird back on the map in Northern California.
Linda Summers at the front of that pack looks...
A California runner leaving her career behind and dreaming of leaving the pack behind at the Olympics. We'll have California gold coming up.
engine, and that a value like this, it's ready to turn ordinary drives into extraordinary events. Grand Am from Pontiac, proud sponsor of the 1996 U.S. Olympic team. Drive the value-priced Grand Am, $14,995 at your Pontiac Excitement Network dealer.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. May I take your order?
Yeah. Is Jack there?
Just a moment.
This is Jack.
Mr. Box? Yeah, I'm really, really hungry. I was wondering what I should get.
How much you got?
About $1.
I'd go for 2 tacos for 99 cents. They'll fill you up, and they're really good.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Please pull up to the window.
The ancients believed gold was a gift from the sun. Today, we use gold in our most vital technologies. A superior electrical conductor, corrosion-resistant gold assures reliability in computers, telephones, and the sensors in life-saving airbags. Lasers rely on gold's light-concentrating power, and gold's reflective property shields satellites as they journey through space. Nothing works like gold. Gold from America.
What's left of a Chinese satellite is now probably lying on the floor of the Atlantic Ocean. After orbiting uncontrollably for the last 3 years, the final part of the wayward imaging satellite crashed to Earth last night, and the U.S. Space Command was watching. They said it would, and it did. The U.S. Space Command has been tracking the Chinese satellite known as number 22870. Major Steve Boylan says it re-entered the Earth's atmosphere last night.
According to calculations by the United States Space Command's Space Control Center in Cheyenne Mountain, it is believed to have re-entered the atmosphere over the mid-southern Atlantic Ocean, and if it survived re-entry, should have impacted in the southern Atlantic Ocean.
Days after the launch in 1993, the imaging satellite broke into 8 pieces. 7 of them have already fallen back towards Earth. The capsule was the last and the largest. It was about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle and weighed in at 1 to 2 tons. The answer to whether or not it survived re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere last night may never be known. NASA officials say it likely splashed down into the southern Atlantic Ocean, somewhere between South America and Africa. The water in this region is 12,000 feet deep. Major Boylan says the satellite was hurtling along at more than 17,000 miles an hour when it re-entered the atmosphere. At least one report indicates that a couple of souvenirs were stashed aboard the capsule before the launch, including a diamond button commemorating Mao Zedong's 100th birthday. The capsule was originally designed to be recovered. Chinese news reports say officials put souvenirs on board to increase their value when they're recovered.
A scientific game of smoke and mirrors is underway on the California coast to help establish a group of birds whose population has dwindled. Fish and Game officials are working off the coast of San Mateo County at Devil's Slide. That's the sound of murre birds. You can see them clustered on the rock, but the sound is from a compact disc, and most of the birds are wooden decoys. It's a scientific scam concocted to lure the birds back here to settle and breed like they did years ago.
The whole impetus behind them is to try to hold the murres on the rock as long as we can so that they'll meet another live murre, because they certainly enjoy another live murre more than the decoys.
A number of things in the past 100 years have cut the number of murres. In the early 1900s, their eggs were considered a delicacy. Gillnet fishing, now regulated, also killed thousands, as did several big oil spills off the coast in 1984 and 86. Fish and Game workers say their roost seems to be working. They're noticing more live birds now among the decoys.
The first U.S. Olympic team chosen to compete in Atlanta is the women's marathon. The team is made up of the 3 fastest women runners. Linda Summers, who is a coach at UC Davis, placed number 2 in the qualifying race. But as Eric McClendon reports, watch out in Atlanta. Summer loves hills and heat.
Linda Summers at the front of that pack looks so focused, so ready. She gave up her job. This is her big shot.
Marathon runner Linda Summers and her UC Davis coach Sue Williams spend lots of days in Sue's kitchen going over race plans.
One of the 3 of us was always doing it, was always making the pace speed up a little bit. Yeah.
They're talking about the Olympic qualifying marathon recently held in Columbia, South Carolina.
And Linda Summers, number 7 in the lead there, one of the favorites. 34 years old from Oakland, California.
I never thought, well, I'm going to be an Olympian. And then last year, in 95, early 95, I had quite a bit of success.
Linda Summers looks just terrific. She's still very comfortable. She's taking a very smart look over her shoulder because she knows she's on this Olympic team if she doesn't get caught from behind.
Her strength is she's a very smart runner.
But she's on this team.
She doesn't panic. She thinks things through. She's very intense. Her initial reaction is to compete.
But to compete, Linda first had to quit her job as vice president of a medical company.
Here I had no time in my life for anything.
The attorney/businesswoman knew she was working too much when she couldn't even get away to vote on Election Day.
You know, you get to a certain point in your life where you have to make decisions for yourself. And I knew I could work anywhere else. And I knew I had something else that was really important to me. And I was, you know, I turned 34. And, you know, I pretty much thought this was the time.
But her timing was right.
And Linda Summers in second.
Finishing second in the Olympic qualifying race, where the top 3 go to Atlanta.
It's really exciting because it's the 100th anniversary of the Games and because they are in the United States. I just think having it in the United States makes it that much better.
For California Gold, I'm Eric McClendon.
After the race, they're not even breathing heavy. It amazes me.
She's an attorney, a businesswoman, and an Olympic marathon runner. Get something else to do. Man, is she busy.
And we'll be watching her in Atlanta.
Again, a correction, Sue Williams is her coach, and she's from UC Davis. So Linda Summers is not at UC Davis, but Sue's doing a good job, obviously.
Yeah, we'll be watching them both.
Another wet, blustery day here in Northern California. Shelley up next to tell us more about the forecast.
And we'll explain why this monkey's 1-month birthday is such a milestone.
Today's California Gold Profile is sponsored by your local Ford dealer. See your local Ford dealer today and prepare to be impressed.
Extra selection, extra savings, extra value. It's the Escort Extravaganza at your local Ford dealer. Now through April 2nd, get $1,000 cash back on a new Ford Escort, America's best small car value. Choose the popular 3-door or the sporty Escort GT and get $1,000 cash back from Ford. Plus, save even more with special dealer incentives. It's the Escort Extravaganza with $1,000 cash back and special dealer incentives. Now through April 2nd at your participating Ford dealer.
Hello, your Pacific Bell spokesperson here to demonstrate that the phone always rings when you're in the shower. See? But as a Pacific Bell customer, I now have call return already on my phone line. So I can press *69 and call my last caller right back. And this month I can use call return all I want for free. Let's see who called. Aluminum siding that looks like real wood? Tell me more.
The Pacific Bell Network. How will you use it?
Where's the best place to go to make your garden grow?
Springtime is absolutely gorgeous at Home Depot.
We got plants, we got flowers, we got
geraniums, chrysanthemums.
We're going to have everything you need.
We have trees.
Home Depot has way more than just rakes and mowers.
We got lots of stuff. Let me see.
We've got everything to grow your garden.
The Home Depot, where low prices are just the beginning. Increase your storage space with a Monterey Storage Building by Arrow. It's just $239 every day at the Home Depot.
They promised till death do us part. Little did they know that the death that would divide them was someone else's.
Barring a miracle, we weren't going to solve this case.
Watch the amazing story of how this woman turned her own husband in for murder.
I knew if I'd waited the next day, I would have changed my mind.
You're on the arrest for the murder of Jim Scott. And see how his victim's family got their final justice.
I knew it would come eventually because I wasn't going to stop.
On the next Final Justice.
Tuesday at 7 on Channel 3.
You're watching KCRA-TV, where the news comes first.
Sounds like an ever-ready battery commercial. Still snowing.
That's good.
Still.
Sign him up. That's
still,
very
I mean,
good.
when
yeah,
is
it is. I know, and a lot of people are very tired of it. Every place I go, they'll say, you know, I know. I can't repeat exactly what they say, but
good.
Highly entertaining.
Family viewing.
Yeah. We're going to go outside and check in with our Tahoe sky camera. Still some flurries up at Tahoe. Currently 56 degrees downtown, 55 both in Stockton and Modesto. Lake Tahoe with a current temperature of 30 degrees. Throughout the course of the day, we have seen some significant rainfall. Wanted you to see on this Doppler loop showing precipitation earlier in the day. Look at the counterclockwise circulation of that thing. You can actually see the upper low as it coils itself up. Look at that. All of this, though, has moved to the southeast of us, and none too soon. A live look at Doppler now shows that things are much, much quieter throughout Northern California. Earlier in the day, a lot of tornado watches in effect for numerous counties throughout California. They have since been canceled. And at about 5 o'clock, a spotter in Stanislaus County reported seeing a few cold air funnel clouds 3 miles east of the town of Turlock. We had a tornado touch down in the city of Hanford, and we have pictures just coming into the newsroom from Fresno. Look at that, guys. Yes, a funnel cloud. It did not actually touch down and become a tornado, but a funnel cloud was sighted in the Fresno area, so it has been a very busy day throughout portions of northern and central California. Ended up at 58 downtown, 55 in Stockton and San Francisco, up at Truckee, an afternoon high of 35. Over the course of the next couple of days, I don't know if we can handle it, but it looks like we're going to see 3 or 4 days of much drier weather. Let's look at satellite imagery. This is the system that came through today. It was very interesting to watch this thing because yesterday, while it was out in the ocean, it didn't look like anything, just kind of a blob. It developed very quickly, intensified, and gave us some significant rain and snow throughout the state. What we're going to see behind it is a ridge of high pressure build. This next incoming system will probably see an increase in cloud cover from it on Friday. So far, we're not going to call for a chance of showers. I just can't do it, but we will have to watch it very closely. Between now and Friday, let's clear it out and warm it up. Over the Sierra, you're looking for some lingering flurries tonight, becoming partly cloudy tomorrow with daytime highs warming into the 40s. Foothills, you are looking for some lingering showers possible this evening. Otherwise, partly sunny skies on Wednesday with daytime highs in the low 60s. Over in the Bay Area, you're ready for some sunshine. Temperatures tomorrow in the 60s. Lakeport looking for a high of 63. Keep in mind, as the ridge moves in, we are going to see northwesterly winds kick up tomorrow. Solano and Contra Costa County, sunshine. Temperatures for you in the low to mid 60s. Here in the valley, clearing out tonight. Overnight lows in the mid to upper 40s. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. The extended forecast, partly cloudy skies on Friday. Again, we're not going to call for any showers for the next 5 days. Even, here's the deal. And you viewers, let me know if you like this idea. Even if we're going to get rain, at this point in the season, I would prefer just not to talk about it.
Right, don't even forecast it.
No, we'll just, if it rains, we'll just ignore it.
We don't even come to work.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's no more.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you.
Coming up. Oh, we'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll come up later. We'll be back in a minute, though.
Florida Road Toyota, the Toyota Warehouse, celebrates 25 years. Get a 96 Camry for $179 a month. Florida Road Toyota, the Toyota Warehouse. Celebrate and save.
Going bald? For 2 weeks only, Winston Tires is offering a cure. 4 tires starting as low as $69. Sale extended until April 6th.
Male itch. I still had the male itch. Constant itch, the constant burn.
Male itch sufferers get relief with Gold Bond medicated powder.
The Gold Bond medicated powder completely cleared up the itch.
Gold Bond's triple action formula stops male itch with a proven medicated itch fighter, the absorbing action of powder, and the drying action of zinc oxide.
The Gold Bond medicated powder gave me the relief that I've been looking for a long time.
Triple action Gold Bond medicated powder stops male itch.
His name is Bill. We found him through the Adopt a Pet program at PetSmart. You see, they don't sell dogs and cats, but every year they help save thousands of homeless animals. It isn't just a great place to save on pet supplies. It's a way to save something more important. Somebody's best friend.
Roundup is being transformed using advanced Transorb technology into a new Roundup. A Roundup that is complete and needs no surfactants. A Roundup that is rained fast in as little as 1 hour. Only an advanced Roundup combines these features to give you the best value in weed control today. Introducing new Roundup Ultra. Technology you can count on.
Coming up tonight when Channel 3 reports at 11 o'clock.
When you can consume a fair amount of alcohol without having much effect, you're at very high risk for alcoholism.
The results of a new study on alcoholism could make you think twice about how much you're drinking. Join us for these stories and more tonight at 11.
A baby monkey is celebrating his first full month of life and has marked an important milestone. This little guy is a Geldy monkey. He's lived his entire life 1 month in the Colorado Springs Zoo. That is remarkable because Geldies rarely survive longer than 48 hours in captivity. They are found in the wilds of South America, primarily in Peru and Bolivia. His infant Geldy sleeps in an incubator, and zoo staff hand feeds him cereal mixed with bananas. A contest will soon be held to name him. Go, Geldy, go.
Cereal and bananas, I think that's a universal breakfast for
Is that
babies.
what you have in the
That's
morning?
what I
Not
hand feed
bacon
my
and
daughter.
eggs, or-
No, it's
Oh.
my daughter.
Oh, well, she's doing well, too, right? Good. That's it. We got to go.
Thanks for joining us. Have a good evening.
We'll see ya.
Sierra has always been known for strength and style. And now, with more power, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Get more pull. Get a Sierra. Right now, you'll find a terrific selection of Sierras, all at a price you can really value. See your Valley Sierra GMC dealer today.
How does Shaquille O'Neal get fired up for a game? With the scorching new 4-alarm double-decker taco from Taco Bell. It's the hottest new way to bring soft and crunchy together in one big fiery taste. The new 4-alarm double-decker taco, only at Taco Bell.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
Get fired up for breakfast with a new Sun-Up sandwich with your choice of sizzling bacon or juicy sausage.
It's NBC's Golden Girls Reunion Tuesday. Wow. First on Wings, Antonio gets an offer he can't refuse. On Third Rock, the aliens invade the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Listen up and nobody gets hurt!
Then Fraser's at war with his noisy new neighbor.
His name is Freddie Chainsaw.
Of the Newport Chainsaw? Then on Larroquette, a must-see event. Betty, Rue, and Estelle reunited for the Golden Girls musical.
Somebody has to play Dorothy.
No. Hello, girls. NBC's all-new Golden Girls Tuesday.
No matter where you live, Channel 3 has you covered. With studios in Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto, sky cameras in Lake Tahoe and Stockton, Michael Kidd and Live Copter 3, live trucks covering the Central Valley, exclusive live Doppler radar, and sports highlights of the Stockton Ports, Modesto A's, and Friday night high school football. No matter where you live, when you want local news, watch Channel 3 Reports, because we've got you covered.
Save Our Streets, Saturday at 4 on Channel 3.
Coming up on Final Justice, they wanted their last month together to be special.
We decided we really wanted to see some of the country and relax a little bit. Hello?
But death answered their ad. The only clue was a sketch of the killer.
Barring a miracle, we weren't going to solve this case.
But one viewer knew who he was.
When I saw it on television, it was real.
She was the killer's wife, and her call led to one of the most incredible captures in America's Most Wanted history. Also on this edition, at age 14, he beat a cow to death with a hammer. By age 20, he was diagnosed a mentally disordered sex offender. And at age 40, he was a killer on the run. Join us as he's taken down and see how his own scheme to escape final justice backfires.
In the place where good and evil meet, the victim of crime is alone. Then, out of the darkness come those who would make a difference. From the files of America's Most Wanted, these are the stories.
The toughest part of shooting the TV movie, the story is so controversial among the English, it was next to impossible to get approval to film in most locations. Princess in Love will air in May on CBS.
It is a sacred Academy Awards tradition in Hollywood. Let's do lunch with the nominees. Sharon Stone and Richard Dreyfuss were among the stars who came to dish and dine with Oscar. And ET's Bob Goen has the story from soup to nuts.
As you know, nobody does lunch better than Hollywood. And here at the annual Oscars nominee luncheon, the stars are the main dish. Best Supporting Actor nominees Kevin Spacey, Ed Harris, James Cromwell, and Tim Roth were all on hand today, as were Best Supporting Actress contenders Mira Sorvino, Joan Allen, and Mare Winningham. Brad Pitt was a notable no-show today. Mel Gibson couldn't make it because he had an emergency appendectomy in New York. Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins stayed in the Big Apple, too. And Kate Winslet and Emma Thompson didn't make it in from London. Odds-on Best Actor favorite Nicolas Cage and Best Actress nominee Elizabeth Shue of Leaving Las Vegas were the most tired stars in Beverly Hills at the gala luncheon, because just last night they were in the Windy City picking up their Chicago Film Critics Awards.
It feels really terrific. It's a beautiful award.
It's a great honor. I feel thrilled. It's so nice that it's over, too. I'm so terrified of getting up in front of people, so I'm glad it's over.
Well, they made it back from Chicago just in time to mix and mingle with the other nominees, and now Oscar fever is going to kick into full gear. Julie, John, back to you.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot.
Well, Samuel L. Jackson, Damon Wayans, and Peter Berg may be at next year's Oscar luncheon. Their new movie packs plenty of punch and could be a knockout at the box office. This exclusive first look pits boxing champ Damon Wayans against Chicago Hope's Peter Berg as a not-so-bright white contender.
I'm going to donate all of my monies to eradicating the homelessness situations in America and as well as the United States forever. I don't want to say anything, but I'm a lethal machine right now.
We were there as Peter trained for his part. He's promoted in the film by a very flashy Samuel L. Jackson as a Don King type of entrepreneur.
The velvet tuxedos are really the ultimate touch, along with the velvet pumps with the sultanic crest on them, like these.
People are tired of paying good money to watch brothers beat up brothers.
There ain't a white guy out there for you. I'm gonna create you one.
White heavyweight? It's like saying black unity.
You bucked on the clean-cut white boy.
You know, my father said, laugh, and the whole world laughs with you. Cry, and I'll give you something to cry about, you little bastard.
Rounding out the cast are Jeff Goldblum, Cheech Marin, Corbin Burnson, and John Lovett.
Well, entertain me tonight. Well, go ahead. Entertain me. You do something for a change.
Y'all can kiss my big, black, bloated, Rolls-Royce driving.
Damn!
Samuel knows of what he hypes. He actually was a boxer in high school, but after taking a few punches in the schnoz, he opted for another activity. The Great White Hype hits theaters in May.
Steven Seagal and Kurt Russell generally don't wait to step into a boxing ring to settle their on-screen disputes. We know what they do. Today, they are stepping into the ET net for the premiere of their new action film, Executive Decision. Kurt Russell came with his 4 kids, but without their mom, Goldie Hawn. He hooked up with co-stars Halle Berry, Steven Seagal, and Executive Decision stealth fighter. In the movie, Kurt and Seagal dock the fighter onto a jumbo jet taken over by terrorists. Were they ready to give the stealth another whirl?
Been there and done that.
If it'll fly, I can fly it, yeah. I don't think it will.
Makes you feel way more important than you actually are.
Stars turned out to honor Rob Reiner, who received the ACLU's Torch of Liberty Award for his movie The American President. 2 of the movie's stars, Michael Douglas and Michael J. Fox, say Reiner loves to talk politics.
The movie was just kind of an excuse for us all together and to get together and talk politics every day.
You had to keep up on your current events.
Yeah, you could not. You had to read the Times before you showed up to work.
Mark Wahlberg sheds his tough guy Marky Mark image and strikes some surprising poses in the April issue of Details magazine. Wahlberg, who's been labeled homophobic, even dresses in drag.
See, when they first told me to dress up as a woman, I thought it was Miss Doubtfire. You know, it was going to be very nice, very clean.
But Mark had fun dressing up and denies he's a homophobe.
I can't say that the type of environment that I came from didn't try to instill certain things in certain people, you know, but I had to educate myself.
That issue of Details is on newsstands right now. Actor Vince Edwards, who played TV's Ben Kasey, died in an LA hospital last night of cancer. He played a kind of anti-hero in his classic 1960s series, a dedicated doctor who battled disease and his bosses. Vince Edwards was 67.
From psychics to seances, a new TV show taps into the strange stuff that's out there. Coming up...
When I was working on Star Trek, I developed a very healthy respect for the paranormal.
Jonathan Frakes explores the unexplained. Meet people who swear they've been abducted by aliens. And a man who links loved ones with the dead.
He hit so many things true.
Then Spike Lee talks about the end of Michael Jackson's marriage.
Mike's feeling good.
He directed Michael's controversial video and was there when Michael got the word about his divorce.
Plus, funny show. Dana Carvey lines up a crazy cast of characters, but is prime time really ready?
I started with the Flub Dub Dub and a Tinkerwink Woo Woo.
And
I play football. I'm kind of used to that.
Right.
This looks exciting.
Terry Hatcher has fought crime and found Krypton, but when it comes to a Super Bowl star, she loses her cool.
Ah,
Now, that's next on Entertainment Tonight.
Do you hate your dandruff shampoo? Does it dry out your hair? Make it smell like medicine? Try Neutrogena Healthy Scalp for healthy-looking, shiny hair with no dandruff. Neutrogena Healthy Scalp for people who hate dandruff shampoo.
Morning, guys. Just when you think your diarrhea medicine is working, it can let you down. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in just one dose.
We should have stopped for Imodium AD.
One dose relief you can count on.
A psychic who speaks for the dead, a woman abducted by aliens. Are they delusions or is it real? That story is coming up on Entertainment Tonight.
How can I be a worthy mother when all I want is my children's cereal?
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes just for kids? Brave adults say no.
My wife said she'd do anything to help. I told her to get me a spoon.
Now more than ever, these adults are stepping forward to admit they love that sweet, delicious crunch.
My passion finally led to a marriage of convenience. He's a milkman.
Come on, give in. Frosted Flakes have the taste adults have grown to love. They're great.
His name is Bill. We found him through the Adopt a Pet program at PetSmart. You see, they don't sell dogs and cats, but every year they help save thousands of homeless animals. It isn't just a great place to save on pet supplies. It's a way to save something more important. Somebody's best friend.
When you get your prescription filled at Thrifty Drugs or Payless drugstores, our pharmacists not only welcome your questions, they encourage them. And they give you Pharma Facts, a helpful printout that tells you about your prescription in words that are easy to understand. Your pharmacist's phone number is always available in case you have more questions about your prescription. It's all part of the pharma system at Thrifty Drugs and Payless drugstores. Because we take your medicine as seriously as you do.
It started at home, like a lot of things do. A man raising his family with compassion and values. That's how Dr. David Molina raised his family and how he built Molina Medical Centers. These days you'll find them all over, where more of us go for quality care we can afford, for easy payment plans, including Medi-Cal, and maybe, most of all, for something else. Something that started at home a long time ago. Molina Medical, family care from a family that cares.
Watch me now!
Tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight, Howard Stern, founding father.
It's a new sort of George.
By George, look who's on the front of JFK Jr.'s new political magazine. Plus,
Oh, my goodness.
Diamonds Are a Star's best friend, but who will shine brightest on Oscar night? Will it be Sharon Stones?
So I have on the bracelet that she wore.
From Gems and Jewels to Golden Girl Daryl Hannah.
Daryl, just move both your arms in the air.
It's a 40-carat fashion preview as E.T. gets in style for the Oscars. That's tomorrow. Terry Hatcher gets lots of attention as the Man of Steel's steady on TV's Lois and Clark. But what she really wants is to write. So she sat down at the word processor to pound out a script for a new episode, and out popped a Super Bowl hunk for a guest star. E.T.'s Mark Steinitz has the story for us.
I felt like he's here. I was jumping up and down like that.
If Superman's sweetheart Terry Hatcher seems a little giddy, well, she's got good reason. This fledgling writer has just finished her very first episode of the hit series, and she even managed to write herself in a new heartthrob.
You okay?
Ah, this dang machine. There's a bar in there. I can see it.
That's San Francisco 49er Steve Young playing Terry's old high school sweetheart, and it turns out landing this Super Bowl stud was as easy as putting pen to paper.
Jared. Hi, my name is Terry Hatcher.
You didn't.
I play Lois Lane on Lois and Clark.
Did you ask for an autograph photo? Did you have to?
I didn't, but it read like that.
Steve's done some commercials, so he wasted no time in responding to Terry's offer.
I've done just enough to kind of start getting cocky.
And this could be the end of it all right here. So I'm glad you guys are here to document it. Appreciate that. So I was hoping you had some information about my dear Peggy or Debbie.
Debbie, or... I told her she really screwed up because she didn't, like, write a flashback scene where she got to kiss you or something like that. Why didn't she do that?
The nerve. You believe that if I would have read that script, I would have like,
I'm thinking I have to rewrite now. There's going to be new yellow pages that you get in your trailer that say that we now kiss and make out.
I've just got these lines barely down. So be careful how far you press me.
Between takes, Young found himself trading gridiron stories with Superman himself, Dean Cain.
Suit weather. Exactly. Exactly, but, well, she wanted to do it sooner, so what could I...
Fun sleepover in every box. Only one American fourth grader out of 4 can read at a 4th grade level. As a teacher, I know poor readers are poor students. Doesn't your child deserve better than a 1 in 4 chance to be a successful reader? One good way to take matters into your own hands is to put You Can Read, the Videophonics reading program, into your child's hands as soon as possible. Call 1-800-337-READ for You Can Read. It's the number that could change the odds of success in your child's favor. 1-800-337-READ.
Tiny Toon adventures aren't for everybody.
My goodness, no.